Good morning, everybody. This is Jake from Jake Sports Takes. First of all, I want to shout out all the fathers, including my dad, Jim. Happy Father's Day to every father. I am a father of three. Um, like I said, Happy Father's Day to all the fathers. My dad, Jim, especially. I love you. Um, anyway, today on Jake Sports Takes, we're gonna discuss the U.S. Open. I had my picks. I don't believe I made them while I was did my podcast earlier in the week. I apologize. I was trying to, but my work schedule kind of threw some stuff off. Also discuss the World Cup, U.S. I'll get to that in a minute. And my Stump the Snake trivia question of the week. First of all, the U.S. Open is going on right now. Wyndham Clark up by 6 strokes. Him and Scotty Scheffler will begin at, I believe, 1:50 this afternoon. I'm watching some of the guys who are way out of contention. Just barely made the cut and struggled. Um, they say I love it. Like some of the back nine, early back on the back nine. Is some hard stuff. The whole locations seem like they're pretty easy, but the runoffs are pretty crazy. I mean, some of them you got to put it in the right places. The man who I believe I thought would be more in contention, Sam Burns, he's still in there. I mean, he's got to have a big start. My keys to this is you got to have a good start. You can't get some early birdies, put some pressure on somebody like Clark and Scheffler and guys like that. If you can do that in this, you can potentially win the comeback. But you gotta get off to a quick start and put that pressure on him. Get that down around. Maybe get some high, put some low scores down. We'll see what happens. I still thought I think Burns will be in there. McIlroy, I know, struggled yesterday. Scotty Scheffler made a huge move. Thingala, guys like that. Wyndham Clark did what he had to do. Key to this also could be scrambling. I know Wyndham Clark was, I believe, 10 for 11 or 11 for 12 in scrambling. If you do get into tough, scrambling, you gotta convert on that. Keep it off where you're running off. I know McIlroy made a 66-foot putt yesterday, but you gotta keep in contention. I mean, it looks like based on the score, it's over, but anything can happen. We'll see. Um, and I think there could be some guys making comebacks, but it's gonna take a lot. It's gonna take Wyndham Clark to choke. It's gonna take somebody to put a big score up and make a little bit of a run, but not in, not impossible, improbable, but not impossible. We'll see what happens. Uh, this week begins week 2. There are a lot of games that are still to be played that are determining groups how they advance. The Netherlands and the United States and I believe Brazil and a couple other teams have qualified. England, I believe, has qualified for at least the knockout stage. I believe the Netherlands and the United States have won their group. Mexico is also advanced. Canada, I believe, is advanced. There's a lot of stuff, like I said, I can't get through to it because there's 32 teams that'll advance. There have been 3 teams that have been eliminated officially. Haiti was one of them. I don't remember the other 2. I just looked it up, but I just wanted to get a quick peek. The United States has won their group officially. Turkey was the one that is eliminated. They play them on Tuesday, I believe. Uh, the story has been for the United States. Christian Pulisic, the Captain America, one of the Captain Americas I consider, was out. Everybody was determined, asking, well, is he going to play? He was basically a game time decision. They decided to not play him. It was up. They were up. They won 2-0. Now, my question, and I've been asked this question, but I've been debating this. Do you play him against Turkey? With there being nothing to play for, you already clinched the group, the knockout stage, so on and so forth. In my opinion, you sit him. You either do one of two things. One would be sit him out another game on Tuesday and let him rest some more for the knockout stage. Or the second option would be let him play a little bit, and if they get up by a big margin, you pull them out, sub them out. I mean, it's tough to determine. I'm not a soccer coach. I only watch really the World Cup and the Olympics. In my opinion, you just sit him one more game, let him rest up for the knockout stage. I'd like to see him play, but you got to be careful. Calf injuries, especially in soccer, are very, very dangerous. You know, but in my opinion, you probably sit him another game. You don't have anything to play for. You're playing against a soft team. Canada did get their first two World Cup wins in 8 appearances. That's shocking. I never knew that. The men had never won a World Cup game. But I do believe, I mean, it's going to be tough. Mexico, so we got 3 North American countries that have advanced to the knockout stage. Mexico, I believe, has clinched their group as well. But like I said, I'm not going to get into that. I'm going to go into the golf. As I mentioned, Wyndham Clark and Scotty Scheffler will play at, I believe, 1:50 our time. They're playing in Shinnecock Hills, New York. These greens look like they are fast and going to get faster as the day progresses. We'll see. Like I said, a 6-stroke lead sounds pretty comfortable. But the way this course has been playing, who knows what could happen. Somebody from 6 back or even farther back could come back and maybe win this. But Wyndham Clark's in good shape. Scotty Scheffler, like I said, Scotty Scheffler, one of my predictions to finish in the final group, be in the final group today, which he was, is one of those guys 6 back, but he is, like I said, he is in the final group. There could be a lot that could happen. These greens are fast. You got to put them in the right place. You got to have some of the putts got to be behind the hole because otherwise, because it's gonna run off. You gotta do your thing and make sure you can get yourself into contention and hope somebody, hopefully Wyndham Clark can, have a tough day, but we'll see. I believe right now it is airing on USA and Peacock. The main coverage of the the late groups of the potential winners, I believe, will kick off at noon or 12:30 NBC and Peacock. I believe I will be streaming that on Peacock while I'm in the deli today. I think there's going to be some guys making runs, but the question is it too little, too late? Scrambling is going to be a big key. driving, keeping it in the fairway where you can get a good, legitimate shot, and sometimes playing conservative, take what you can get. Especially like Lark, you don't have to be. Sometimes you don't have to be aggressive because you. Sometimes you just have to be conservative. Take what you can get. If you get a shot where you like a scramble where you just have to give up one shot. Just take what you can get, because you do something too crazy, you could be off the green and you could be going from potentially a par or a bogey to a triple. I saw it. I heard about it. It happened yesterday. It could very well it's probably going to happen today the way the greens are going. When Clark looks like he's in good control. But there are some World Cup games going on. FS1 is going to air that game. Also, there is going to be a NASCAR race. Shane Van Gisbergen from, I believe, the Netherlands or Australia, excuse me, is on the pole for that race today. A road course ace. He is on pole for the NASCAR Cup race for the first time at the Naval Base in San Diego. See how that goes. Street courses are very, very entertaining. Can he keep his hot streak? Guys like Kyle Larson are up there. Bubba Wallace is 12th, starting 12th. I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But my Stump the Snake trivia question of the day, coming out of the World Cup or the U.S. Open, what is the biggest amount of strokes somebody has come back from to win this? That's my Stump the Snake trivia question. And one thing I actually watched last night is that I was watching some of the best. This is SportsCenter commercials. I grew up watching SportsCenter, ESPN, still do to this day. That's where I got this Stump the Snake trivia question. Watching Stump the Schwab. Howie Schwab hosted it, basically the trivia guru of ESPN, with Stuart Scott hosting it. If anybody, that's a video you guys should watch. Videos you should watch. They're very funny. There's a lot of famous athletes, old school ones. You should watch those. You'll see some announcers who have passed. Watch those on YouTube. They're funny. They're classic. You would absolutely laugh. But one more shout out. Happy Father's Day to my father Jim, to everybody. Shout out, comments, questions, for the Stump the Snake trivia questions. Everybody have a safe day. Have a good, happy Father's Day. Once again, happy Father's Day to all the followers out there. Everybody have a great day. Have a safe week. Follow me on Instagram at Duke Nats Texans Fan 11. On YouTube at Jake Sports Stakes. Everybody have a great day. Father's Day. Have a great weekend. Stay safe. As we do on Jake Sports Stakes. Peace out, my nerds, and as we do it again, hugs and hand pounds, everybody. Love you guys. Thanks.